I have some Swiss steak cooking in the slow cooker for dinner. Hi, I'm Phil.
I'm Tracy.
Welcome to Pretty Good Cooking.
Or as today, it's Pretty Good Baking.
Or Pretty Good Cookies. Tracy's gonna make these cookies and I will be floating around. Actually, I might be cooking dinner, but I'm gonna be unhelpful. But I am here. Merry Christmas. May your holiday season be filled with joy. May your family time go as well as it can. And yeah, remember the reason for the season. That's climate change. Okay.
So, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and all that sort of stuff that gives you presents or well wishes or family time that you really want a refund on. So, we're going to be making a cookie today, which is a Jewish pastry, and it's known as Rugelach. We had to look up how it's pronounced because it turns out I've been saying it wrong my whole life, because usually I say Rugelach, but it's Rugelach. So this is a cream cheese based pastry. Then look, there's a stuffing in it, cinnamon and brown sugar and walnuts. Also note, if you have a nut allergy, please don't eat them. Okay, first you're going to have 8 ounces of cream cheese. So if you just buy an actual thing of cream cheese, you should be fine. You're gonna put it in your mixer, or you're gonna put it in your thingy and it's gonna go great. And then from there, you're gonna get a ½ pound of unsalted butter. So here's the thing. I bake all the time and I've never ever been able to soften butter really well. It usually turns into this. Here we have ½ pound of melty butter. You're gonna do that, and then you're gonna take your, okay, well first we're gonna need like an actual fork. You're gonna take your butter, and if you're me and you didn't soften it well, you're gonna scoop it in there, because that's apparently what happens to butter these days. God, this is a struggle. Okay, and now I never use a mixer at home, but someone else has a mixer, which means I get to spoil myself by using a mixer. This is really exciting. How does this work? Ooh, this is too much power for one person to handle, but here I am trying to handle it. So you're gonna get this to cream together until it's a nice, lovely mixture. Man, I feel like I'm in the 1950s. This is great. Okay, so at this point you want to make sure it's really well mixed. So you're gonna push it more towards the center, and then you're gonna turn it on again. Oh, it's gonna be so pretty. This is doing a better job than I do by hand, and that's high praise because I have like baker arms. So at this point, we are going to take 1/4 of a cup. So we're gonna eyeball that. It looks like it's to the ½ point. Also, no one's ever been mad from having more sweetness in a dessert, so. All right, dump, 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 dump. And now the sugar is being mixed in. Oh my God, it smells so good. All right, we're gonna add in a teaspoon of salt and then a little bit of vanilla.
Just make sure to dump it in.
Dump.
So now we're gonna do a teaspoon of salt.
You're gonna dump it in there?
Yeah, dump. Okay, and now you're also gonna take some vanilla extract and you're gonna put in a teaspoon. Except if you're me and sometimes you bake when you're really tipsy because you're stressed out from shit, you end up thinking, you know what, no one's ever complained about having a lot of vanilla, so instead you put in a little extra, and sometimes as it drips you just let it go in there. So it says a teaspoon, but really you can do as much as you want, because it's your shit. Alright, we're gonna mix that all together. Boom! Man, I feel so f***ing spoiled. This is great. Someone contact everybody, including me, because this is great. Okay, we now need 2 cups, of all-purpose flour. You're gonna dump in 1 cup, never mind. First, you're gonna do this in increments. Oh my God.
Faster!
Okay. Okay, so we got that. And now we're gonna do 1 more cup of flour. Boop, 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 doo, doo, doo. Boop, 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 boop. Alrighty. Lock in place. Go slowly. And then embrace the cloud. Perfect. Look at it. It's super doughy. It's getting cool. Alright, we good. Alright, so we need a well-floured surface.
Unload. Dump. Well floured.
Ooh, this dough is like perfect consistency. We've taken the dough and dumped it out of the bowl onto a well-floured surface, which you can see here.
Dump.
And then if you also have like other issues, like with it sticking to your hands, just flour up your hands. So you're gonna kind of want to make it into a ball.
Ball!
Balls!
Dump!
And then the more that you work with it, the more it will kind of become a little more what you want. And then if you need to, just roll it like your Katamari Damacy and make a bigger ball. So it is now a beautiful ball. Pastry ball.
Ball!
So you see how beautiful the ball is. Neat, precise, spherical. So at this point you're gonna cut it into 4s. I would recommend a dough cutting knife. And then you're going to magically reach behind you and get some plastic wrap. Oh wait, we should probably ball these up, sorry. I am struggle bussing real hard, okay. You know, I like to give the balls a nice pat.
Balls!
What the f? Do this to all the balls and then stick them in the fridge for about 30 minutes.
So once you've now taken these and put them into the plastic wrap, you're gonna take them and put them into the fridge. We'll be back in 30 minutes.
You're also gonna preheat your oven at 375. Yes, it's been a half hour. Here's your wonderful dough ball. It's been chilled so it has more structure to it. It's super duper nice.
Well floured.
Well floured. This has been fertilized, planted, now it has flowers, and now we're gonna use them to make a really nice dough. First, you're gonna want to make your filling though, so that when you're good with your balls, you can fill them up. So you're gonna take 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. Once again, finally press it down. Go on, go ahead and fist it. It'll be fine. Voila! It's so cute when it lands. It's just so precise. I love it. And then we have 1½ teaspoons of ground cinnamon. 1 tablespoon. 1, 2. It smells so good. It smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Love pastries. And now we're also gonna add in some walnuts. It says a cup. I say eyeball it. You'll know. You should feel like an apothecary at this point, that you just want to put it all in your mouth. Voila, we have this. Now, in the traditional recipe, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get like apricot shit. Here's the deal. I hate the idea of ever putting fruit or vegetables in pastries, and I think it's disgusting, and I think it's anathema. So with that thought,
Anathema.
listen, I know what I said. So you're gonna try and press it out into a big ol' pizza kind of looking circle. Indeed. Okay, so we have now pressed this out. Here's the deal. First off, I've always noticed that if like you press the crust just a little bit, it makes it a little easier. This is why it's kind of nice to have some structural integrity, unlike that one girl I went to high school with.
Damn.
Because you're gonna take it by the outside and then roll it in. Here's the other thing. I don't like the idea of apricot filling for anything because I think it's disgusting. Also, apricots don't look natural to me. They look kind of weird and freaky. I'm just like, what's the point of an apricot spread when you could do something really great? Like honey. Honey. We're gonna do a slow move. A honey drizzle. Okay, normally I have a spoon that I do this with, but I'm a little tipsy at this point. So you're gonna put them in there. I like to press it in to make sure that it actually stays in, because otherwise when you're rolling it, it has the propensity kind of tumble out a little bit. And the honey should help it stick. I like to make these for festive gatherings of family and friends. Okay, ta-da! There we go. Now we are going to take a nice knife, healthy knife. Look at that. Look at the way it just moves. We're gonna pizza cut it, and if you mess up, you just kind of pretend like it didn't happen. You just press it real hard. Okay. And this is when the well-floured surface comes in handy, because you're now going to take it like this, and you're gonna flip it and roll it up. There we go. We're gonna keep on rolling along. And then do that until you're done. So this one, we're also going to make the glaze for the top of them. So you're gonna take 1 egg, and you're gonna beat it. I'm gonna add a little bit of honey. Every chance you can add honey, you add some honey. And then you're also gonna add in a splash of milk. In this case, we have almond milk, which should work just the same. We're going to take one of those brushes that Phil has stored somewhere. Brush the tops. And you're gonna do that to the rest of them, and that's all that is. And then once you get done glazing them, you're going to sprinkle the tops with a little bit of sugar. And then after this, we're gonna grab a little bit of cinnamon and also sprinkle that on top and apply a little bit of that on top. And it's delicious. It's like the greatest thing you ever had in your life. And soon they will be ready for the oven, which should be preheated at 375. They're gonna be in there for about 15 minutes, or until they're golden brown. Here they are! They look a little burnt, but that's actually just the cinnamon and also the egg lacquer on top. Probably about 10 minutes since we started. So like I said, when I say they cook a little quickly, I mean like they actually do cook kind of quickly. But they are the most delicious thing you'll ever taste in your life. And now we wait for them to cool, and then we'll test them out on ourselves, because they're delicious. Rah, rah, rah. Alright, so they're done. And as you can see, I'm about to take a very beautiful, lovely bite. Oh my god. I'm so good at baking. Oh, so good. How good goodness. Cinnamon, brown sugar, honey, all wrapped in a flaky crust.
That's pretty good.
Christmas is the time that we bring the tree inside and we water it, which is what I was in the middle of doing. Here's the cookie. That's great. Awesome. My heart is warmed. Okay, well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and don't forget to water your tree.
And that's how you do it. Happy Holidays!